To hate or not to hate? That's the question, really, isn't it? You watch the movies, read books, and you think, okay, well, she's the ex, so therefore I've got to hate her. The reality is I don't. And I'm struggling with what is the new relationship paradigm that we've moved to. I'm pissed and I'm annoyed and with what her decision is. I mean, to me it was a ballsy call, so, hats off to her for making a big ballsy call, because we're both fucked. And as I've said, no one wins in all of this, but what's the relationship now? How does that work? Because it's no longer my house. So to walk in there, I have a sense of needing to knock on the door to walk in. She's got the kids 24/7, so therefore, I still feel the need to, permission to ask, can I have the kids on this date? And although she has said, don't need to, just let me know. And I know it's never that simple. I mean, she is a good person. I wouldn't have been with her for 20 years if she wasn't. So, but what the fuck does it look like? How does it work? It's 5 weeks since I moved out. And I'm just trying to still work out how the hell that works. I've watched her ex over the last 20 years drop in for a cup of coffee, and I know I'm not him. And I want the relationship with the kids. But the fact that we haven't talked, I can come home from work and say, how was your day? And I would get fine. Did you do anything? No. And that was the extent of the conversation. I can't tell you the last time I was asked, how was your day, John? So I struggle with, there was a lack of communication while we're together. Why would I drop over for just to chat? Because I won't. I'll drop over to see the kids, but that means Trish being there and having some sort of engagement. She's great. She asked me in for dinner, at various times, but I'm not. I've shut down because there's no. I don't. As I said, the last 7-8 years, I haven't been asked how my day was. So why would I go in and talk and say, well, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, because it's now. I have a sense of it's now none of her business either. Not that I'm doing anything exciting, or actually not that I'm really doing anything, but, and she has no obligation to tell me anything. So it's just trying to work out that new relationship paradigm. That is a real challenge, and an ongoing challenge, I guess, too. We're not at each other's throats, which is fantastic. There are no lawyers involved. There's no, I don't think there's any anger and animosity towards me. I don't believe there is. And we both, I honestly believe we both want what's best for each other. And we both want what's best for the kids. And so we're a lot further along than a lot of other parties who are at each other's throats, who have lawyers at 10 paces, blah, blah, blah. He's a bastard, she's a bitch. So, as I said, I wouldn't have been with her for 20 years and she wouldn't have been with me. But yeah, what's that new relationship paradigm? How does that work? How does that evolve? How does that, and it'll evolve over time, but what does it look like? I don't know. It'll be an ongoing conversation I have with myself around all of this, so yeah, let's see what happens.